Anyway, Doc, right now, ang ma-share ko sa iyo ngayon yung mga aso ko, the American Bullies. Magandang ma-appreciate mo rin, Doc, for you being someone na nai-introduce na rin talaga sa breed. Diba, Doc? Ngayon, I'll show you different classes of American Bullies. Kasi sa American Bullies, we have 4 classes. We have the Standard, Classic, XL, and then Pocket. So, I'll try to explain as briefly as possible yung classes na yon. So, ang XL, Pocket, and then Standards, they all should look almost the same, except the height. So, for example, this is Machine. This is an example of a Pocket American Bully.
Okay.
So, it is expected from him, although he's only 11 months, we will start to measure yung height, yung parang final height ng bully on his or her 12th month. So, declared as parang yun na yung final height niya. But, having observed Machine, I think, kasi ang pagsusukat ng height is from, of course, from ground to the withers. He will not exceed 17 inches. So, sa Pocket kasi, Doc, you should not exceed 17 inches from the ground until the withers.
So, nasa mga ilang inches na to si Machine?
I would actually assume nasa 14 to 14.5 lang siya.
At 10 months old.
Yes, almost 11.
Almost 11.
1 week from now, mga 11 months na siya.
Oo. So, 20 na lang yung itataas niya.
Yes.
Pero sa lagay ni Machine na ganyan, na well-built na, lalapad pa ba
Yes.
siya eventually?
What will happen to him he won't get any taller, pero sobrang kakapal pa tong katawan na to. So whatever you're seeing right now, I would assume sa aking experience of almost 20 years, mga 18 years, siguro this is 60% of the final look of Machine.
Oo, kasi pagka mga ganyang age, alam ko parang almost lanky stage pa yan eh.
Lanky.
Parang kumbaga sa tao yan, totoy pa yan, mga 20 years old, 18 years old, teenager.
So, tama ka, Doc. So what will happen is yung head niya lalaki. Pero kakapal lahat dito sa katawan. But not getting any taller.
And to think, ang lapad na niya ngayon eh, no?
Yes.
Para na siyang bodybuilder na di mo maintindihan.
Yes, Doc. Yung exaggerated features nila as American Bully, yun actually ang isang, I would say, parang lure sa tao for this breed. Kaya napakaraming nai-inlove sa breed na to because, di ba, Doc, if you observe, none of you here, your crew here, saw or met Machine before, pero wala ka makitang aggression, di ba? Kumbaga, yun talaga yung...
Tawakan ko naman siya.
yung ang nasa kanila is parang there's a psychological effect dahil para silang mean and fierce looking. Pero yung pakiramdam na pag na kasama mo na sila, wala kang makita aggression. Kasi, di ba, usually, Doc, there are dogs na may sign talaga na aggression kagad, yung mga growling or anything, di ba? Pero this one, happy lang siya na makita ka niya.
Oo nga eh. Yun lang sound na ginagawa niya with his breathing, no?
Yeah. Dog na same Pocket, a little bit taller sa kanya, pero you will see na pare-pareho lang sila.
Parang nakakatakot eh.
Yes, because they are on that snout na parang masyadong maiksi. But what I'm happy to tell you is, actually, I'm not sure if the camera will be able to get it. I'll let him loose and we will make him run on this almost 11 a.m. sun, and then you will see na hindi naman, he won't be as athletic as the working dogs, but he can still play and perform naman.
Ibig sabihin, malinaw lang, hindi yun growl.
No.
Hindi siya pero parang
siguro ko na lang, I have to admit, because our bullies are on the shorter snout side, so of course, lahat ng yung mga katulad ng bulldog, mga pugs, they tend to have that breathing difficulty na rin. But what I'm saying is, iba-iba yung sa American Bullies eh. So he's breathing like this. So syempre, because of the short snout. But what I'm happy about is, siguro sa kanilang, sa genes na rin nila, nandun pa rin yung kanilang pagiging athletic.
And parang nako-compensate, ang laki ng bibig nila eh.
Totoo yan. Para silang shark nga eh.
Ayun sa mga masasayang aso, happy dogs, sobrang saya nito eh. Ang laki ng smile niyo.
So I'll show you how agile.
Good boy! Good boy, Machine!
So ayan.
Good boy! May ball drive. Pwede to sa detection. Pwede sa...
I would say not all bullies have that drive. Pero I'm very fortunate to have a dog na drive talaga.
Ibig sabihin mga ilang percent lang ng bullies ang may ganong
siguro if I have 10 dogs, I would say may mga 4 or 5
so
na yun talagang
natin gawing foundation.
Yung ball. They can run. Every dog can run doon sa yard ko. Pero wala yung ball drive para gano'n.
Pwede natin gawing foundation to sa sa detection.
Yeah, daling ko to sa farm mo. Ayan.
Parang hippopotamus na rhinoceros na bata.
Pero notice mo habang naglalakad siya, yung muscle niya on top of muscle. Muscle on top of muscle.
Really, boy?
So ito actually yung parang yung charisma nila, yung bakit kami na in love sa American Bullies.
Parang bata siya, no?
Attitude, bata, look. Yung pagiging macho nila talaga yung syempre, of course, top reason why we love them. Pero yung attitude na rin nila.
Gaya yung previous videos with Sir Ian Ormo, in-explain nga niya itong mga American Bullies ay kinatatakutan pero actually family dogs sila eh.
Yep.
They are good with kids,
Yep. I think Ian is actually letting his toddler play with his American Bullies. So it's not really a problem. Even my toddler, yung 3 years old ko, every afternoon they play here. Kaya happy ako sa napili kong breed talaga.
Okay, so yung sizes ng American Bullies, pocket, yun yung smallest. Tapos yung standard XL at saka classic. Yung XL, it needs to reach 20 inches sa withers. Yung classic is actually, kaya rin siya tinawag na classic as the word itself is kasi ancestor nila ang pitbull and then Amstaff. So, yung classic ay mayroon pang hawig pa ng konti sa pitbull and Amstaff. So, nandun siya pati sa size. So, meaning, yung kanyang frame ay hindi ganun kakapal, hindi ganun ka-massive. Pero nakikita mo pa rin yung features ng bully, American Bully. Pero siguro nandun pa rin yung traces of the old blood na nandun sa kanila, yung pitbull and then Amstaff. Akala ko, yung bawat size, ang difference lang nila is yung height.
That is for the 3-1. The 3 classes, which is XL, Pocket, and Standard. That applies to that. Pero yung classics are assumed to be standard but with a thinner frame.
More of the pitbull blood.
So parang ang classic ay standard height with lighter frame.
So which one of those is the most popular?
Right now, I would say Pocket. But the love for the standard bullies is coming back. That's why I want to show you my standard bully, and I will explain to you, and then I will prove to you why yung love for standard bully ay bumabalik. But the next one would be another Pocket, and the last one would be standard. So the first one is Machine. The second one is Blur. B-L-U-R-R. Blur. I would say Blur is going 3 years old. He's probably one of, if not the most popular dog that I have right now, because he's older and he's more known hindi lang sa looks pero yung kanyang production na rin. I think meron na rin siyang 3 generations. Pero ang kagandahan kay Blur is a son of a dog that I was able to produce years ago, maybe 4 years ago, and then I was able to sell to China.
Oh, so apo mo na to a Chinese woman.
So basically, basically, what happened was I produced Ragnar, and then Ragnar was bought to me 4 years ago, and then Blur came from China. Yung parang puppy share ko siya, something. So anak siya na ng paanak ko rito. So talagang may continuation na yung bloodline nito dito.
So ibig sabihin nag-export ka na, no?
I was able to do that like 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
So itong parating na to,
This is
Blur
Blur.
to.
So Blur is another style na pocket.
Oo.
A little bit
Nakikita ko
siguro
sa
parang
pictures.
half an inch taller lang kay Machine.
Oo.
But he is still a pocket one.
Oo. Nakikita ko sila sa pictures, pero pag nakita mo sila in person,
Iba.
mai-impress ka talaga sa ano nila.
Like I always tell people that American Bullies are supposed to have that wow factor lagi, di ba? So, ang kagandahan naman sa feedback mo, Doc, he's way better looking in person kasi yun naman yung hinahanap rin namin na parang feedback. So it's the same. Like I told you, Doc, they should look the same. Basically, the frame, the pagiging macho, the head, the muscles and everything, but just the height. Basically, ito ka-height ito halos ni Machine. Maybe a little bit taller, half an inch, but it will not still reach 17 inches. So, hindi pa rin siya standard. So, this is Blur.
Blur?
Yeah, Blur is also turning 3 on this month. 2 years and 11 months. Somehow, kilala na rin si Blur because of his production. Meron na rin siya mga naging puppies.
Oo. So, siya yung galing China, no?
Yeah, it came from China, but the father of this one came from me. So parang what goes around comes around. So I'm very proud of this boy kasi kumbaga parang lahi na rin na galing sa atin to. Ang galing lang siya ng China, dun siya pinanganak, pero lahi na galing sa Pilipinas. So this is Phenom line.
Phenom.
Yeah, Phenom line. Actually, they're all American Bullies. They're all American Bullies, but of course, may mga iba't ibang bloodline katulad ng other dogs naman na other breeds. They have different bloodlines.
Hey, Blur!
Blur.
Good boy!
Right? And then now I will show you. This one is pocket, the other one is pocket, and the last one would be a standard. Then you'll see the difference lang sa height. Pero yung body built, pare-pareho.
Sige.
Next one will be Perino. So, ito pala, kanina si Machine came from Romania, hindi ko nasabi. Came from Romania. This one, although lahi ng galing dito, pero galing Beijing. Perino is from Italy.
Italy. So, would you say which country is most into bullies?
I would still say, of course, United States. It's the source. It's the biggest one. I would say Spain, Philippines, and China, and Thailand, and of course Mexico, which is the neighbor of United States. The first countries to share this breed. Isa tayo doon. Isa tayo doon. Philippines, umpisa pa lang nitong breed na to, in love na tayo because we all love pit bulls here. Maraming pit bull enthusiasts sa Philippines, and then when they saw yung American Bullies na medyo, another style of pit bull to or something, hindi pa natin alam kung ano yun, in-embrace ka agad. So one of the first countries talaga. Right now, biggest is US, we would say Europe, and then tayo. So this is now Perino.
Yes,
So I
Perino.
showed you,
Grabe, oh.
I told you a while ago rin na
Hey, Perino!
yeah, the height from here to here, I would assume 17 inches. I would declare him kasi he's 1 year old na siya. I would declare him standard. Kasi mas matangkad na siya kay Machine and Blur.
So, ibig sabihin, kahit yung parents ay mga pocket, tapos na-produce nila ay puppy na bigger than the pocket limits, you can declare that puppy as standard na.
Yes, because they're still labeled as one breed, except lang na during the show, lang naman nagkakaroon ng distinguishing na kwan, diba, delineation. During the show lang, i-declare sila, mag-show ka dun sa standard, mag-show ka dun sa pocket.
So,
pero
parang
same
boxing
lang.
pala yan, pwede kang tumaas sa weight class.
Yeah.
Hindi kagaya nung mga halimbawa, toy poodle, standard poodle, dun lang talaga sila. Pag nakapag-produce ka ng toy poodle mula sa standard poodle, hindi toy poodle ang tawag doon. Tawag doon ay mutant na dwarfism siya.
Yes.
Hindi siya talaga mapupunta sa ibang breed.
Correct.
Pero sila, nagpapalit-palit pala sila
Yes,
based on sa
Correct, Doc. And then ang siguro I would say I would share this in this video. It's one of the plan because American Bully is probably 25 to 30 years old, breed pa lang. This is very young, 'di ba? So marami pang changes na nakikita pero ang gustong maging long-term plan ng American Bully Kennel Club, ABKC, which is I'm a senior judge in, is eventually itong mga kunyari standard siya, he will be bred to another standard para ma-maintain 'yon. A pocket should be bred to another pocket para lang ma-maintain kung sige, kung ang gusto mong bully is a pocket, then probably you would need to breed it to another pocket. But right now hindi pa yun in place.
So right now you can breed a pocket bully to an XL.
Yeah, because they're still the same breed. Iba lang yung height nila.
So paghihiwalay-walay na sa the breed.
Yes. So yun yung parang to aim for stability. Yung uniform look eventually. Siguro mga, we would say 10 to 20 years from now pa yun. But right now, we're still enjoying them as the breed is trying to evolve. Kasi sabi ko nga, less than 30 years old pa lang to eh. Kung Shih Tzu or Pug or like the Belgian or the German, mga hundreds of years na siguro sila. Pero this one is less than 30 years. So marami pang nangyayari. Although we're trying to breed for this look, for American Bullies, yung ganitong style, mass. We're all aiming for the mass, head size, bone mass. Yun talaga kasi yung key features ng American Bully. And the attitude, like you said, ngayon mo lang siya hinawakan,
walang aggression, no?
Wala. So, alam mo yun,
Good
ito
boy.
yung aming pride and joy sa breed na to. First time mo sila makita, wala ka na.
Ang ganda ng kulay niya, ang tawag sa ganyan.
Champagne.
Champagne. Para siyang para siyang nagigleam na
Champagne.
parang yung dagat na pagka-sunset na tapos nagsisparkle yung tubig. Parang ganun siya.
So, yeah.
Champagne pala.
So, his name is Perino. P-E-I-R-I-N-O.
He's the one from Italy, no?
Yeah, from Italy.
Siya yung pinakamalapad sa lahat, no?
Yes.
Pinakamacho, eh.
Yes. Ngayon, now I showed you the 3 styles that I have in my kennel.
Oo.
Actually, kung bago ka sa breed, parang isipin mo, ano yung mas type ko? Yung mas maliit ba? Yung mas malaki ba? Diba? Yun naman yung kagandahan ng breed na to. Meron kang choices kung ano yung gusto mong size. Lalo na, kunyari, may mga tayo medyo matangkad tayo, so parang okay lang sa atin to. But there are people na medyo on the shorter side, mas gusto nila yung medyo. Pero depende na rin.
Nakita ko sa post mo kung gaano siyang kabigat, parang ilang kilos
Yeah, 41 to 42.
42 kilos.
Yeah. So, I'm very...
Kasing bigat ni Kyla.
Parang tao na yung bigat nito. Diba? And the head is 26 inch. 26 inches. Parang na rin siyang head ng tao.
Oo nga.
Yeah. So basically, Doc, yun yung ating different style of American Bullies. They all look the same except the height. Diba? Dito lang talaga sa breeders na yan. Yeah.
Oo. Tapos yung mga cuts ng tenga, may iba-ibang pangalan din.